Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Before this video starts, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Before this video starts, I do want to thank you guys for 50 subscribers. I know I'm kind of late on that, but yeah, I did want to thank you guys for that. And another thing, you're probably noticing that I'm uploading this video a little sooner than I usually would, but that's because I'm going to try and start uploading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the rest of the month of May, because once June comes around, I'm going to have my summer job, and I'm not going to have a lot of time to upload videos, so you'll probably be lucky to get 1 or 2 videos a month during the summer. So I'm going to try and make up for, the lack of videos we'll be getting during the summer by uploading 3 videos a week. Not promising that I'll be able to keep it up, but I'm going to do the best I can to get out 3 videos a week. And basically, with all that said, let's go ahead and get straight to this really cool trick. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have a card right here underneath the box. We'll get back to it in a second, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand these cards over to my spectator and just have them shuffle them up as much as they want to. So once the spectator is done shuffling the cards, I would actually have the spectator go through this deck themselves and pull out any card they want. So let's just say they go with the 2 of diamonds here. So the 2 of diamonds is the card they want to be their selection. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 and we're just going to lay it right here for now. So the 2 is going to lay right here off to the side. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and go through this deck and try and locate the other 2s. So let me just look through here. We need the 2 of hearts, 2 of clubs, and the 2 of spades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your card and it's going to go in between the other 2. So your 2 is face down and the rest of the 2s are facing the face up, and your card is face down. So that works out. You've probably been wondering what this card is underneath the box. It is actually a joker, as you can see. I don't think I've ever really mentioned this, but the joker can actually act as a wild card. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the joker and it's going to go back underneath the box. And you'll see how this wild card effect works in just a second. But over here, I have your 1, 2, 3, 4 2s, with your 2 being the one that's face down. What I'm going to try and do is make your 2 disappear, and it's going to work just like this. Watch. 1, 2, 3, just like that, and your 2 completely disappears, as you can see. Alright, completely gone from the deck, just your 3 2s sitting right here. And you're probably wondering where your signs 2 went. But like I said, the joker can act as a wild card, your 2 of diamonds. So that's the trick, guys. Let's go ahead and get straight into how to do it. Okay, guys, so here's what you're going to need for this trick. You're going to need the box, you're going to need a deck, and this has to be a full deck, and I'll explain why in a second, and you're going to need a joker. And you don't need the other joker, just completely get rid of the other joker. Mine's just laying over there to the side. And again, you're going to need a full deck. This is no setup. Your only really real setup is that this joker is underneath the box when you start off the trick and you're ready to go. So just make sure that joker is underneath the box. And now you can hand this deck over to your spectator and just let them shuffle the cards. It's a completely impromptu trick. So once they're done shuffling up the cards, you're going to let them go through the cards themselves and pick out any card you want. And you're doing this because, that's a wild card effect. You want them to be 100% sure that they had a free choice. So let's just say they go with the 4 of spades. So the 4 of spades. So you're going to be talking, saying you could have picked any card. You're going to kind of grab the card out of their hands, and you're going to hold this in mechanic script face up, and you're going to be holding this face up. And you're going to kind of do this hand motion like, okay, so you could have chosen any card. And when you do that, you're going to do a push-off pinky break just like that, using your thumb just to push off the card and pull back, and then this time catching a break. So in this motion, while you do kind of turn your hand over, or you could just simply put your hand down to the side. There's a lot of things you could do to cover up the motion of you doing this. You're going to lay this on top, pick up those 2 cards at the break with your middle finger. If you're holding it in your left hand, your middle finger is going to come to the top left corner and your thumb at the bottom right. And if you are, hold the deck in your right hand, your middle finger would be here and your thumb would be here, just like that. But I'm right-handed, but I'm holding it in my left hand, so I'm going to be grabbing it just like this. You're going to flip the deck over with this hand, and as you flip it over, you're going to do a 180-degree turn with this deck, just like that, with your index finger. So you're holding it like this, right? Deck's in this hand. You flip it over. You flip this over, and as you flip it over, you do a 180-degree turn with your index finger with these 2 cards. Make sure you do not, they don't separate. And you're just simply going to lay this on the deck, take off what they think is their card. It's actually just a completely random card, and you're going to lay it here. Now, here's what you do not want. Let's say they pick the 4 let's backtrack for a second. Let's say they pick the 4, you're holding it, and that this card at the bottom here is another 4. You do not want this to be a 4 because you do your motion, you do the little, this thing right here. You lay down what's seemingly a random card. It's not their card, but it's a 4 still. And once you do that, if you remember the performance, you have to go through and find the other 4s. You can't do that because that random 4 is there. So you have your 4, you have your 4 holding the cards just like this, and you see that this bottom card's a 4. All you have to do is cut the deck just like that, and you're ready to go ahead, do the rest of the trick, lay that on top, lay down your random card right here. Okay, so you've laid down your random card, and now what you're going to do is say, I'm going to go ahead and try and find the other 4s. So now you're just going to simply go through and look for the other 4s. We have the 4 of clubs, 4 of diamonds, 4 of hearts. So you're going to pull out the 4 4s, and you're going to say, look, we're going to go ahead, take your 4, and you're going to put it third position down. These are face up. It's going in the 3rd position, face down, in between the 4 face up aces, and you'll see our 4s, my bad. And then you're just going to lay them there. And now you're going to introduce this joker, and you're going to say the joker is a wild card. You're going to take it from under the box. You're going to lay it on top, just like that. Now, basically, what you have to do is now their 4 is actually on top of the deck from what you did earlier, switching out. You actually have to switch out the 4 for the joker. Now, there's a lot of ways you can do this. I'm going to show you guys the easy way, but this is also a little bit more time consuming, and then I'm going to show you the other ways you can do it. So let me go ahead and show you the easy way. Easiest way to do this is do a push-off pinky break. You're going to lay this face up. You're going to do a KM move, which is basically, here's what this is you're flipping this over like you're about to do a double lift. You're going to flip over the whole deck. Your fingers are going to grab this card, and you're going to pull that joker out. And now you've just flipped over that 4 on top. And now you're going to lay this joker back on top of the deck, not flashing that 4. You're going to do a double lift, flipping over both cards, laying supposedly the joker back under the box, but you're actually laying the 4. Now, that is the easy way to do it. There's a lot of complicated, unnecessary moves, and that's just why I don't like to do it. So I'm going to show you guys the way I did it. I did what's called a second hand deal. So the joker was under the box, their cards on top of the deck, right? You're going to take the joker, lay it on top, face down, just like that. And you're going to take your thumb, go to the top of the deck, pull down on it, and you're going to kind of lift your hand up so they don't see this. You're going to use your thumb to contact that front corner, pull out, and as you're laying it down, you're going to flip your hand back over, just like that, and lay it down. So you just basically laid the 4 down when it looks like you laid the joker back down, okay? So if you guys need a second hand deal tutorial, I'm going to leave a link in the description where you guys can learn it. It's a really good move to know how to do. So let's go ahead and backtrack. One more thing you could do is a top change, just like that. Now, I'm not the best at the top change, but basically what you're doing is you have your holding the joker. You're going to just kind of bring your hands close together. You're going to push this card off. You're going to line them up the best you can. Now you're going to pull that bottom card out, pull this back, kind of flip your deck over as you lay this down, just like that. So it kind of looks something like that. Is basically what the top change is. So you're holding your joker. You're going to do a top change, lay this down. You're actually laying down the 4. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to do it the easy way, you totally can. Again, I just don't prefer doing it that way. I prefer doing the second hand deal. So you're going to take what they think is the joker. It's actually their card. You've switched it any way you want, and you're going to put it back under the box. Now, you're going to do the part where you make their 4 disappear. This is actually pretty simple. What you're going to do is you're going to spread it vertically, just like that, pushing them away from you, not toward you, away from you, just like that. And it is a little complicated to do that, but it's not that hard. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it kind of in a mechanic's grip with your index finger kind of curled. And you're basically going to make this disappear by taking this 4, and you're going to contact it with your index finger and basically pushing this 4 down to cover it. And that's super easy to do by just using your hand to cover. I just like to go 1, 2, and then when you do the 3, that's when your index finger is going to push that card down. And you can basically feel it line up with that random card. And when you cover it, it's basically just going to look like this. It looks like it just completely disappeared, just like that. Try not to flash like I just did, but that's basically what it would look like. Square it up, and basically what you're going to do to convince them that their card really has disappeared is an Elmsley count. Basically, I'm going to pull off this top card, use my thumb to push over the 2 cards, applying pressure. It's hard to do slowly, but basically you're pulling this off, applying pressure to move those next 2 cards. You're going to reload this card at the bottom, grab that, and then flick off these 2 cards just like that and make it like their card really has disappeared. And once you do the Elmsley count, you've actually moved this random card to the bottom. Again, I will leave an Elmsley count tutorial in a link in the description so you guys can learn how to do that. If you don't know how to do it, I'm not going to go too in depth with it. So you're going to lay this on top of the deck, spread it out, and just like that, you've pretty much ditched that random card right there on top of the deck, and you can pretty much just show you really only have 3 4s. Now you're going to be like, so you're probably wondering where your card went, and you're going to talk about how the Joker is actually a wild card. You're going to pull it out just like that, and then show that their Joker, or the Joker, has actually turned into their 4 of spades. And this card can be signed, and it really does make for a good effect if the signed card is now under the box, even though they clear. It's just a good switch, good transportation trick. It's really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope my tutorial was good enough for you guys to understand it. And again, thank you guys for 50 subscribers. And basically that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.